Hey everyone, what we want to talk about today is something that is very important and we've emphasized since the beginning. It's at times even more important than firearms or different things like that, which is a common thing when people think about self-defense. But really, at times, we've seen that what really you need when it comes to self-defense isn't necessarily your firearm, but it's medical supplies. It's your tourniquet, it's your chest seals, it's your gauze, it's all those different items. And so that's what we want to talk about today. Medical is definitely something that you want to have and you want to get for yourself or give to someone else or get them to give to you because at times these can be items that are super simple or these can be a little bit pricey, and sometimes we stumble across cheaper items that are the same thing in looks and sometimes even in feel and things like that, but it isn't until they really are looked at hard and scrutinized that you realize those cheaper items are sometimes knockoffs and things like that. So thinking about what we want to get for ourselves or someone else or whatnot, obviously a lot of things that is very symbolic when we think about medical and whatnot is the tourniquet. This is a huge one that is a little pricey, sometimes pricier than some people would like, especially because counterfeits can be found for this that are in literally the single digits. Normally, you can find this for about 30 bucks or so, and sometimes that deal of $7 really gets someone to jump on it instead of going after the proven manufactured tourniquet, right? So this being the cat tourniquet from North American Rescue. Their current model is the Gen 7, so that's really the one you want to get. Thinking about other things, obviously we've got gauze, whether it's combat gauze or just regular gauze, whether that's vacuum sealed or just the bigger rolls or whatnot like that. You want to make sure you have gauze. The combat gauze also can get a little pricey and things like that. So it's great to have that as a gift and whatnot, and not necessarily having to buy that for yourself or anything like that. Chest seals, not necessarily super pricey, but sometimes just can be overlooked and things like that, and people can get them and be like, oh, thanks for getting this for me. I completely didn't even think about chest seals, right? There's the simple stuff, obviously, like gloves or your little Mylar blanket, and then also we have your Israeli bandage. Now that can be the smaller version or the slightly bigger version, but all these different tools when it comes to medical is something that you want to get. Again, it can be awesome to get them just in general as a present or specifically, especially when certain items some people just can't completely budget for, and to have them as a gift is a great thing. At the end of it all, obviously, we have our med carriers as well, which we've talked about. This one being from Immediate Casualty Care. We've also seen different ankle cuffs like we've got from Frog Pro or the SFD Responder or the one from Warrior Poet Society, as well as a lot of other ones. Guys, this is something that not only is important that you get, but it's awesome that there are great companies out there that either make them themselves and they're the main manufacturer of medical supplies like North American Rescue, or they're small businesses that you can really support and making sure you're getting the right supplies and the correct not knockoff supplies, not counterfeited supplies, but also you're helping these small businesses, especially a time like this. And especially when some of those bigger businesses like Amazon, not to hate on them, but just that's how it is, they have those knockoffs or cheaper ones, you don't really want to spend that money there because it can usually be a higher chance of getting knockoffs. So look at smaller businesses like whether it's your carriers here like Immediate Casualty Care or Frog Pro or Warrior Poet Society, or the ones for your actual supplies like Fieldcraft Survival, North American Rescue themselves, D-Day Response Group, Medical Gear Outfitters, or any others. Really a great time that you can be supporting those small businesses and making sure you have those great medical supplies that you need to have. Because in the end, guys, it doesn't matter what kind of awesome tools you have, what gun you have, if you have a sweet red dot and flashlight or a knife and things like that, if all you need to have is something to stop bleeding and to really just cover a wound or things like that. Medical is important, make sure this can be something that really you can help someone, whether it's supporting them, their business by buying the supplies from them, or help them by hooking them up with the correct right medical supplies this year.